We had Gary Tan on the program on Friday. Summer 23 class of Y Combinator came to a close, and he was talking about what was different this time round. Very interested to hear from you that you are also thinking a bit differently about the Accelerator program. Explain what you've done.
Yeah, absolutely. First, thank you for having me on your program. As usual, that's a pleasure. So the big news for us is that we're moving to a two-term model for our Accelerator program starting in 2024. And what it means is that our Accelerator programs will now start together and end together twice a year. And so the first spring term, which we're about to open, we'll be running 22 programs in 16 cities across 5 countries. And we will also have a remote program. And a lot of this program will be in partnership with corporate entity like JP Morgan or Audi and a few more. So that's the big change.
You and I were on stage together at Startup Grind earlier in the year, and I asked you a question that elicited such a response from the audience afterwards, which is, how do you find candidates? How do you go out and find the right pre-seed stage companies?
So we're lucky to be a very well-known brand, and a lot of entrepreneurs around the world know that they should come to us if they are interested in getting a first check. And we receive thousands and thousands of applications every month. And so we go through this application. What is very specific to Techstars is that we have local teams in the different countries that I mentioned before. And so we have the opportunity to meet in person with these entrepreneurs on the ground, whether it's New York, Seattle, San Francisco, but also Paris, London, Tel Aviv.
Maelle, you're joining us from the Middle East. I believe you're in Saudi Arabia right now. We know all about Saudi money in growth stage companies, but you are looking at the very earliest stage of Saudi founders. What is the landscape like there?
So it's still a very early, very young ecosystem. Part of the reason why we've been active in the Middle East for a little over 5 years, running accelerator programs and making investments in the region. We now have over 60 investments in the region. Part of the reason why we're there is because we are usually building the deal flow that then the VC industry invests in. And when we came here, part of what we were asked to do was to go and find entrepreneurs, find people who wanted to be entrepreneurs, find women who wanted to be entrepreneur, and help them get there, help them be VC backable.
There has been a debate among venture capitalists on the pros and cons of partnering with Saudi LPs or taking money from Saudi LPs. Where does Techstars sit on that debate?
We are an apolitical organization. We go where we believe that we can help entrepreneurs. We have deeply rooted into our culture and into our mission the idea that talent and ideas are evenly distributed around the world, but opportunities are not. And so whether it's the US, Canada, Saudi Arabia, or Japan, when we see an opportunity to go and support founders on the ground, we go there.
One of the things that Gary Tan reflected on Friday was that 35% of the Summer 23 class was an AI-focused startup, but by the end, more than 50% were looking into AI in some way. Is there any number you can give us about where those sitting in your accelerator program proportionately are focused in AI?
The number are fairly similar. The challenge is always to distinguish when AI is the core business that you're investing in versus an enabler of the core business. When you look at our latest investments throughout 2023, the vast majority of companies have leveraged AI in one form or another, and about 20% of them, 20 to 30% of them have AI as the core of their business.
Maelle, my colleagues Shonali and Katie Roof were talking about everything that's to come this week in the IPO market. I know that you're investing at the other end of the scale, but you've been through so many markets. And I just wondered if you'd give us your perspective on how much of a starting gun this week is for tech IPOs in 2023.
This is an important week, if anything, because the entire tech ecosystem has been waiting for that week for a very long time. There hasn't been really any significant IPO in the last 12 months. And so everybody is watching what's going to happen. Is there going to be a successful Instacart IPO, which will give increased confidence to venture capitalists and to venture-backed firms to go and get ready? Or is it going to be very tuned down, and in that case, the companies are probably going to wait a little longer to go public. So big week.
And finally, Maelle, you have access to just an astonishing body of data, real-time data about the health of very small companies around the globe. How has the pre-seed market held up, over the volatility of the last 18 months or so?
The early stage founding ecosystem has cooled quite substantially, with obviously the exception of artificial intelligence and climate tech. Having said that, if you look at pre-seed, the valuation have remained fairly stable. There continues to be a really great deal flow for pre-seed investors, lots of innovation driven not just by AI, but also blockchain and nanotechnology. And so all in all, compared to growth stage company that really took the biggest hit so far, the early stage pre-seed type of companies have been fairly protected.